Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Em and my books are everywhere. Welcome to another What's Up Wednesday, and this is for the week ending July 30th. Okay, so let's get started with what I finished reading last week. So the first book that I started and finished this week was a 2-part Sugar, 1-part Murder, and this is by Valerie Burns, and it's the first book in the Baker Street Mystery Series, and I loved it. So this was the book that won my Quick to Judge TBR challenge, and I will link that video down below. This book had me hooked from the first paragraph, and I just could not stop reading it. So I finished this in a couple of days. It's a fun, cozy mystery that deals with Maddie Montgomery, who is from Los Angeles, and she moves to a little small town, New Bison, Michigan, where she inherited a bakery and a house. And in her first few days there is a murder, and she is maybe looked as a suspect because the murder happened in her new bakery, or new to her bakery. And she has this wonderful dog called Baby that's a Mastiff, an English Mastiff, that's huge. Also, she inherited that. And it's just a fun, cozy mystery. I loved it. I had ideas of who the culprit might be, and I was kind of right. But yes, I love this series, and I'm really eager to continue in it. The next book that I finished was an audiobook that I just picked up on a whim, and that was Mrs. Budley Falls from Grace. And this is written by Marion Chesney as it was originally published. It was republished under MC Beaton, who also is Marion Chesney, but that was the name that she used for her cozy mysteries. For her Regency stories, she used Marion Chesney, but the republished ones are now under MC Beaton. So I know that's a little confusing, but when I first read this series, it was Marion Chesney, so that's always how I think about it. But if you look for it now, it's under MC Beaton. So this is the third book in the Poor Relations series. It's a 6-book series and each one you can read as a standalone because it gives enough background of the characters that you don't have to have started with book 1. So this series is about a few people that had money and position in society during Regency England, but for some reason or another have come down in society and in their finances. And they band together to start a hotel that they call the Poor Relation. Initially, it was in the hopes that their richer relatives would buy them out because they would be ashamed to have family in trade. That didn't happen though, and they've been running the hotel mostly successfully, but every once in a while they run out of money, and so they've decided that when that happens, they will take turns visiting their rich relatives and pilfering a little valuable something to keep the hotel going until the next season. So this time in book 3, it's Mrs. Budley's turn. The only thing is that she doesn't have relatives that will allow her to visit. They've pretty much cut her off from themselves. And so she doesn't want to steal anything, so she's very happy to tell the other people, I don't have relatives that I can visit, so I cannot steal anything. But Sir Philip, which is one of the members of this little band, decides that he can make up a rich uncle for her. There's an old earl that doesn't really know what's going on, and he will readily accept that she's his niece because he doesn't know any better. The only thing is that when Mrs. Budley gets to the earl's house, he has been dead for 6 months, and his handsome nephew has inherited the title and the estates. So what is she to do? So there's a misunderstanding where the new lord thinks that she's just one of these ladies that have been bothering him lately, trying to become his wife because he is single and now wealthy and has the title. So Mrs. Budley finds herself mistaken for one of those ladies And just all of the fun starts from there. It's so good. I listened to this on audiobook, and the reader was really great. I listened to it mostly one day at work, and then when I got home, I just finished listening to it because I think it's about 6 hours on audio. So it's a quick read, even if you read it in print. It's a slimmer book. I just love this whole series. I love all of Marion Chesney's Regency romance series. She has at least 3, maybe 4. I know one of them, it's Six Sisters. One of them, it's a Traveling Matchmaker. One of them is a school for girls, like a finishing school. And then there's this one that's the hotel. So she has several 6-book series, and each book deals with a different heroine, but the cast of characters are carry over from book to book. And I recommend them all. They're all clean reads. It's Regency England, so there is talk of, like, is he going to take advantage of her and things like that, but there's nothing on the page. There's no explicit language, there's no graphic violence, nothing like that. Sometimes there's like little mysteries involved, but mostly this is just clean Regency romance. So I recommend any of Marion Chesney's, and this one was very fun. Those were the only 2 books that I finished in this last week. I am still reading Sanditon and still hope to finish this by the end of July for Jane Austen July. I'm still in the chapters that Jane Austen wrote, but this edition was finished by another author, and her name is Marie Dobbs. And I heard by Pepper Basham that she did a great job finishing off the story. The Jane Austen chapters are really good. It is a book that I have been putting down in favor of audiobooks because it is a physical book, and I can listen to an audiobook while I'm driving to and from work and while I'm at work in between doing things there. So it's just taking me longer to read this one. Still hope to finish it before the end of July for Jane Austen July. And I am also listening to a few audiobooks, Murder in the Margins by Margaret Louden. And so I'm listening to that on audiobook, and I need to finish that up quick because I think the book club meeting is on Thursday. I'm also listening to Marble Hall Murders by Anthony Horowitz. And this is the 3rd book in the Susan Ryland series that started with Magpie Murders. This is another great book within a book. I love it. So it takes place nowadays with Susan Ryland, that's a book editor, and she's going to be editing a new book where someone has taken over a series from the author that was in the prior 2 books. So it's a new author writing the same series. So the book within the book is another Atticus Pund novel, and it's so good because the Atticus Pund book within a book is so in the style of like Agatha Christie, like golden age of mystery. So I just love it. And so the modern day story follows Susan Ryland, and right now I'm just at the part where she's meeting the new author and kind of trying to get a sense of where he's coming from and how she can help him as an editor. So yeah, it's so good. So that's an 18-hour audiobook, and I think I'm probably about 6 hours in, so I still have a ways to go for that. And then I'm also reading a novel, Murder, and this is another physical book that I have started, but I haven't gotten very far in because I am favoring the audiobooks right now. And this is by Elizabeth Penney, and a few people have mentioned that they love Elizabeth Penney or love this series, so I am excited to continue on with it. And there's a cat called Watson. How great is that? So yeah, this is another one that I'm looking forward to continuing reading in the week to come. And then a new book that I'll be picking up in the week to come is book number 2 in the Baker Street Mystery Series, and this is Murder is a Piece of Cake by Valerie Burns. I already had this book. I had bought it from Pango a while ago with the other one, And yeah, so I'm excited to continue in this series, and it's one that I'll be picking up in the next week. And then I also have a couple of ebooks that I'll be reading. The first one is probably the next one that I'll pick up, because again, it's a book for Jane Austen July, and that is A Jane Austen Education, and that's by William Deresiewicz, I think is how you say the last name. And I'm really looking forward to reading that book. It was recommended to me by Katrina. She watched one of my videos and commented and thought I might like it. So I am excited to get to that one. And the next book that I have coming up is another ebook, and that is Ariadre and the Legend of the Fire Rose, and that's by Kristi A. Cole, and she is a booktuber, and I've heard nothing but good things about this book. She has a readathon that she is doing in the month of August, and I will be participating in that, and I thought how appropriate to kick off that readathon with her own book. And it is a clean fantasy, so I'm excited to read that. Those are my plans for the coming week. I also will be finishing up filming and editing my Jane Austen July video, and hopefully that'll be up this week. I did want to do a vlog posted earlier in the month and then one wrap up at the end of the month, but it's just gotten away from me, and I haven't had a lot of time to film different clips for a vlog, and I didn't at the beginning of the month. So hopefully I could get all that wrapped up and get it ready to go in the next couple of days by the end of Jane Austen July. I'm so excited to talk about some of the things that I did to celebrate Jane Austen July that was a little different from reading, and also to just go over how I did with the main prompts. All right, so that's all I've got for you this week. I hope that you had an excellent reading week. I feel like I have, even though I only finished 2 books. The books that I have been reading have all been great this week. I'm so excited to finish up the ones that I have started and to get to my next batch. And let me know what you've been reading. What have you enjoyed? Well, let me know in the comments. I'd love to chat with you. Thank you for watching and supporting my channel. Oh, and look, we have a visitor. Oh, this is my cat, Audrey. She's my little butterball, and I love her. Oh, yes, this is my little Audrey. Yes. All right. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this video, and I will see you next time.